Today's Lake Trio Giratina deck put up a top 16 finish in the biggest Pokemon Pocket tournament that happened last weekend. After playing games with this deck, I was really impressed how the two halves of it felt like they meshed together in a really nice way. While you definitely win some of your games because Giratina is simply a powerful card, I don't think you want to undersell how potent Mess Spirit is into a lot of what's going on. 160 damage lets you clear a Darkrai wearing a cape, and when you pair it with a copy of Red, it jumps up to knock out even Giratina at full life with a cape, or something bigger like Charizard that starts at 180 HP. A lot of the games I played with this deck, you lined up your first knockout with Mess Spirit, and then you followed up with Giratina to get your remaining points to close out your games in a way that felt really clean. Having a lot of one knockout point Pokemon to lead on also felt solid, and Azelf putting up chip shots into the opponent's bench is also relevant at multiple points for us. If you enjoy seeing off-meta tournament decks like this put through the paces and showcase, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming ones that we'll be having in the future. If you like the Lake Trio in particular, make sure you smash the like button on this video for the rest of the day. Have fun checking out this awesome brew. I'd like to take a quick minute to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Fist Out. Fist Out is a brand new competitive card game on Android and iOS that blends the thrill of battle with strategic depth packed into fast-paced gameplay, perfect to play anytime, anywhere. Featuring nearly 300 cards of unique skills, you can build your perfect 30-card deck to deploy in battle to outwit your opponents. You customize your decks even further with weapons and treasures to enhance your combat power, leading to near endless combinations of ways to execute your strategy. Fist Out pulls from a wide range of genres. Do battle with everything ranging from angels and demons to classic mythological figures like Aladdin and the Genie to even adorable armies of cows. Fist Out has a wide range of gameplay options on launch. Do battle with other players, enter high-stakes tournaments, and team up with friends to battle world bosses or conquer dungeon runs in PvE content. If you're ready to jump into a brand new card game, you can grab Fist Out now using my QR code on the screen, or you can use my link in the video description down below. If you use my link to install the game, you'll get $20 extra worth of in-game goodies added to your account. Now, let's go ahead and get back to the Pocket Monsters, shall we? We're doing Pokemon Day. We're playing Pokemon until Marvel Snap is playable at 2 o'clock. Great, they've got the setup here. I don't have any of my Lake Trio gamers. What is a feature location I keep hearing about? Imagine if Pokemon Pocket had a thing where for 24 hours twice a week they changed something about the game rules where you'd be incentivized to only play mirror matches for 24 hours. We call that ranked. No, it's like worse than the number of meta decks in ranked, because Snap also has a lot of meta decks. We might actually win this game because we have Psychic Energy and they don't. Because I get to X speed Red, clear this Darkrai. And then their Giratina is still 2 turns off from attacking here, yeah? What's the best comparison to Pocket for feature location? Imagine if for 24 hours there was a thing that said your Misties always flip heads or your Moltres always flips heads. Like that level of polarization. Like, do you think you'd see anything other than Moltres or Misty decks for that 24-hour comment? That 24-hour period. You basically wouldn't, right? For 24 hours, all your grass energy count for 2. I don't even all your grass energy count for 2 might be too wide. The feature locations are usually more narrow than that. Alright, we'll put a hat on this. Crack you for 130. Our Uxie with the Mind Boost, ready for the finisher here. Pokemon Center lady. Alright, with the Rocky Helmet, Uxie can still finish. They have a cape or a potion? They don't! Nice. Look at us beating the best deck of the format, chat. Having actual psychic energy being a big leg up here. What advantage does this deck have over Mewtwo, Tina? You get to play the Lake Trio. Second Azelf's actually a little awkward. We really wanted one of our ones we didn't have yet. I don't want to play it out on the bench because I lock myself out of being able to have the full trio out potentially. Azelf's Psychic Arrow to the back line, pretty good against a potential Gyarados here though. Wormadam was unfortunately not remotely competitive against any of the Giratina decks. Looked and felt incredibly underpowered. I think we're just charging Best Spirit here. Oh, you know, I should put a Rocky Helmet on the Azelf. Just in case. What if I just take the knockout on the Manaphy here? And then Best Spirit's ready to clean up? They might not play around the copy of Red. They might put the Palkia up and clear this, because this can't clear it in one. But then Red jumps up and gets him. I think they're actually in a bad spot because we have the Best Spirit on the bench. No helmet. No helmet's actually good because it makes them more incentivized to make this play because it looks like they can make this attack and not be dead on board. And we have the copy of red in hand. Yeah, cool. That's slick. Giratina takes one of the best spirit finishes here, looking real clean. They laughed at our Lake Trio gamers. Red laughs in your general direction. One Supreme Blast, please. Ooh, piece of candy. Unironically, a 1 knockout point Pokemon with a retreat cost 1 that you could just, like, pivot off of with X speed is kind of a good complement to Giratina as well. If they brick on their stage 1, they're just kind of dead on the spot, yeah? If they have it, we're going to have to do some maneuvering. Are we cooked to Cranidos? No, I have a giant cape, so I'll need Cranidos plus red. Alright, they have their fossil stage 2 and their ideal supporter, they've got us. Otherwise, get to run them down here. Okay, cooked. Alright, we found Uxie, but we missed on Tina, which is a little unfortunate. Gimme Ghoul Enjoyer. Looky here. I think I want to mark damage on the Dialga so we can Cyrus it back up later, potentially. Have we played a game in Master Ball? Yeah, we spent 2 or 3 days ago. I think it was Monday morning or Tuesday morning. It was Monday morning, because Tuesday morning we played all staff. Monday morning, we played like a dozen or so games bouncing in and out of Masters. And after making it to Masters for the 10th time in a row, I was like, nah, I'm over this. Okay. So, Mess Spirit will pick up our first KO here, and then we'll charge up Tina in the background with Cyrus to clear out the Dialga for our second. We need to play Azelf out so we can get our attack in here. You need these two on your bench in order for Mess Spirit to attack. I think Mythical Island, to me, stands out as my favorite card pack they've ever added to the game. Just because Mew's design was such an elegant way to provide counterplay to things like Mewtwo and Charizard without killing them outright. And once they clear this Mess Spirit, they're only going to have 2 points, which means my Giratina plus Cyrus can close here if they don't have an extra bit of sustain. So they need a Cape or a Potion or a Pokemon Center Lady here. All right, cool. And that was... You know, just like the really clean 1-2 punch this deck's looking to set up. Where you get to take your first point with Mess Spirit, and then Giratina comes in to clean up your second. Or vice versa. And when those are going on, my viewership for Marvel Snap will often be double what it typically is, because people will come to watch to get freebies. Palkia Wiglet, eh? Oh, I should have Pokeballed first. All right, the gang's all here. Now the question is, do we want to even use the rest of the gang, or is this Giratina put the game on your back and carry it across the finish line for us angle? And then X-Speed's like the best draw in our deck by a lot, right? Next turn, we X-Speed, we second energy, we red clear the Palkia. Yes, I'm going to be really curious to see from an economy perspective how many EXs we have in the set at the end of this month. If they are going to put out 9 to 10 EXs every 4 weeks, the Pokemon Pocket economy becomes really brutal really fast. So, fingers crossed. Our set release here at the end of the month is going to be a 1-pack 5 EX pack. And this most recent 9 EXs is going to be a one-time thing, but there's been no consistency in how they release cards in this game, so could be literally anything. Could be 1-pack 5 EXs, could be 2 packs 10 EXs between them, could be another 1-pack with 9, could be 3 packs, technically, you know? If this was a Sabrina, we'd have lethal next turn. Could be 10 packs with 1 EX each of them. LOL. Well, alrighty then. Cape doesn't do anything, right? I guess Cape here helps in case they draw Red or Giovanni, potentially. If they retreat Wug Trio, our Azelf can chase it down, and so can our Cyrus, so I think they're supposed to just take their pop shot here and try and win the game. If all 3 hit Giratina, they win. If 2 split on these, they win. If they go 2 here, 1 here, they win. My gosh, there's so many permutations that mean they win. Hey, look, it's the copy of Red that I played around. Nice, coolio. Now, some of you are going to say that Giratina carried this game on its own. To those people, I would say our Lake Trio took solid hits for us on the bench, okay?